friends and fellow dancers, my name is Christopher Dumond and welcome to my channel. This is the first video in a series of videos of all the events of 2019 that I'm going to be going through and doing a vlog, and we are going to go through my experience at Monterey Swingfest and all that good stuff. So let's get started. I actually ended up driving up Thursday because I was able to be a part of Do Your Own Swing. If you don't know what that is, just go check out Do Your Own Swing on Facebook, or just look up Michelle Crozier. She's the one that runs that, and that happens every Thursday in San Jose. So I was able to go up there and be a part of that, which is a progressive thing for Swingtacular. And then I finally made it to Monterey, and that is where future Chris ends and past Chris begins. Let's go. So just got settled in at in the hotel, and this morning went on a hike with Sean and Court, and it was super fun. The weather was super nice. Let us, stay out there, and it was really sunny, but it wasn't too hot. It was really awesome. And a lot of us went. I think there was maybe 20 people there, and it was just really nice way to kick off the event. I'm super excited. I'm going to be judging a little bit later, and I have all of the Strictly Swing finals, so we'll see how that turns out. And yeah, it's been awesome so far. Just a really relaxed day, and I'm about to go sign up. So I will check back in a second. Future Chris is back, and the reason I'm back is because the sound didn't record when I was talking about how smooth registration went and my signups. So I signed up, I was in and out in maybe 5 minutes for getting my wristband and signing up for all the comps that I wanted to do. All in all, that was super, super quick and easy. All right, well, all dressed and ready after signing up earlier, and I just got locked out, even though I wanted to keep it open so that way I could go back in. Well, and I don't have shoes on, so that's fun. Anyways, I'm just about to get ready to dance in Champ Strictly with Chantel. We're doing prelims and then straight into judging, so I'll check back in after that. In the meantime, B-roll. So I am here in my hotel room. It's Saturday morning, and I didn't get a chance to do my recap. So here I am doing it this morning before I go down to compete in the All-American. So let's start with the judging. So with the judging, I did novice first, obviously, and I think they brought back 12, if I'm not mistaken. I really like that they do a herd jam herd for those lower levels. It gives all of the judges an ability to see the same dancers at the same time, versus when you just do plain old heat, then it's kind of like you get a first place with a 10th place because I might have seen the worst part of your dance whereas someone else saw the best part of your dance at that time. So with having that jam format for all the divisions is really, really nice to have. So then we went to intermediate. Intermediate, I felt the people that I was like, ooh, yeah, like they're doing really good in the first all skate, because they do an all skate, the jam, and another all skate. And the people that I was like, oh yeah, like, okay, they're doing good. I'm keeping in mind that they did good in that all skate. And then they just don't really feel comfortable in that spotlight format. Mind you, it's not like they did a bad dance or bad anything like that. I just felt like they weren't as comfortable out there, which is completely understandable. Like even like when I was in intermediate, I think I was competing at Jack and Jill Rama. It was my first ever jam, and I basically just did sugar pushes and underarm turns and danced through every phrase change. It's nerve-wracking. Like, it feels like you just forgot how to dance. So I can understand that, and that's why I really like how they implement this earlier, so that way you can get those nerves out. You can experience it, and you can do all those things. Yeah, intermediate was a good one, and then was Masters. So both Masters and Advanced I felt were a very, very close contest. Like, anyone could have won it for me, and I always enjoy watching Masters, and I just love watching the pure joy that they have on the floor, because some of them may have been doing it for so long, some of them may have just picked it up, you know, this year, but it was just like, I mean, this year, it's 2019, they would have only been dancing for like, what, 10 days? It picked it up in like the past year or so, and they do it because they love it, they do it because they enjoy it, and they're just competing for the fun of it, and you can really see that on the floor. It's really, really nice. And then in Advanced, it was just a little bit of a similar thing. Like, the people that were doing well in that first all skate, I was like, okay, cool. And then some of the other people that didn't stick out in the all skate really shined in the spotlight. The jam, and it was just so good. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was a hard one to judge, it was, and I just make sure that I'm as accurate to my opinions and my values as possible. And now fast forward, my Strictly. So in prelims, I really, really liked my prelims dances with Chantel. I felt like my first dance, I just creatively was at a block, and I really couldn't, I don't know, tap into that creative side of mine, and it was frustrating for me because I felt like I wasn't giving the dance that I wanted to give. And I felt like it slowly, like in the second dance and the third dance, it got to where I wanted it to be. And like, she just stayed consistent the whole time. Like, she was super awesome, and I love dancing with her. And we were lucky enough to make finals. It was awesome. We went 5th out of 12, I think? 10 or 12? I'm not sure. But anyways, we went 5th, danced to 2 different songs, and empowering women was the theme. So we got 2 songs from female artists, and I have to say the music was really good. I felt like it was very even. I didn't feel like there was one song that really stuck out to give someone an advantage, and I know that that's really, really difficult to do. So kudos to the DJs for doing that. Yeah, I did the first song. The first song I felt had moments, and it was calm, and it was good. And then the second song, I decided to just be my usual weird self, I guess. And I decided to try and jump over her arm, and I kind of made it. You'll have to check out the video, globaldance.tv. And also, if you don't follow me on YouTube, I try and post my most recent videos or dances in my playlists on my YouTube channel, and it's just youtube.com/my full name, Christopher Dumond. So, shameless plug, but go check it out. It has all of the dances that I have on YouTube in specific playlists for Jack and Jill, Strictly, and all that other stuff. So, go check it out. And it was just such a fun time. It was such a fun dance, and I just really, really liked it. And a lot of people were like, that was really fun to watch, and like, I really appreciate it. And I just felt like I kind of went a little too crazy for the theatrics, and my dancing and our dancing suffered from my wanting to go crazy. But I really love dancing with her. I drew her at Summer Hummer and had an amazing dance there, and I had 2 amazing dances here. So yeah, that was the recap as far as last night for the dancing and the competitions. Right after that, it was really cool. We went to a junior pizza party. The champions were all invited to go down and mingle and, you know, sort of bridge that gap. And Dante. He sponsored the pizza and also the juniors program. They're doing 2 workshops and a Q&A for the juniors here at Monterey, and it's really cool to see like one person just kind of like stepping up and being able to make that possible. So thank you to him for making that for the juniors happen. And it was really nice. Got to mingle with some of the juniors, find out where they're from, find out, you know, how long they've been dancing, what they do, that sort of thing, and how they get into the dance. So then we found out that it was one of the juniors' birthdays at midnight, so we did a birthday dance and sing him happy birthday and all that good stuff. So it was really fun to do that and be a part of that. And then that's when I left the room, but before that they were starting to play telephone, and Tara was leading them and playing some of these games for camaraderie, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I actually think that is the official recap of Friday at Monterey, and so now we go into Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon, and I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna change before I go down because I'm gonna be competing in the All-American, and gotta wear that flannel, and it should be a fun time. I always enjoy dancing in the All-American. I just have fun drawing people and just having fun with someone that I don't know, which is always a fun little thing to do versus, you know, my fellow champions. And I love doing that as well, but it's really nice and refreshing to be able to get a new face and a new competing partner, and excited for it. I'll try and do better as far as the recaps and actually be a little bit more present in my video and get more footage versus just me sitting in a corner or me standing in a hallway just trying to talk and tell you my thoughts. All right, just got changed and I am ready for the All-American Jack and Jill that's going to be happening just right now. So let's go ahead and go. Let's do this. All right, so just got back to my room because in the middle of heat 1, I was waiting for my turn to dance, and the power just went out in the entire hotel. We don't know what is happening at the moment, and my phone was charging in the room because, stupid me, I forgot to put in the charger last night. So I was going to go down to get some footage, and I was at 2%. So I left it here to charge. Luckily I'm much higher now, and I'm gonna take my phone with me, but middle of the song, power went out. They got news from the hotel that it's the entire hotel. It's not just the ballroom, it's not a blown fuse. So they don't know exactly what is going on right now, but you know, the event's handling it as best they can, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen and what is going on for the rest of the night. Future Chris is back again because of another audio and / lighting issue. When I did my Saturday night recap, I did not do a very good job as far as finding lighting because I was just walking around and it was just street lights, so you couldn't really see. But anyways, we are going to talk about Saturday night. It was really amazing. So Ben got all of the glow sticks and glow stuff left over from Jack and Jill from his car because he never unpacked it, and just laid it all around the ballroom, and we made it a glow party. Taylor and Liz kept the ballroom going with Yui booms so that people could still social dance even though the power was out. The hotel got lanterns to be able to light the ballroom, electrical lanterns, not like, you know, old-timey ones. And then what was really cool is we started playing volleyball with glow sticks in the corner, and I don't know if I have footage of that, but I might. So if so, I'm going to insert it while I talk about it. So we were playing volleyball, and I started laying on the ground and I connected a bunch of glow sticks together to be the net. And then other people joined in. It was 2 versus 2, and we had a glow stick ball that was made, and we were just playing volleyball while we were waiting to get All-American back up and running again. But it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy and super amazingly fun. And honestly, a really stressful time probably for event organizers, but it was super, super fun. It was so much fun to have everyone kind of band together and just have that moment. It was really awesome. I competed in Champions Prelims, I believe before the power went out. It might have been after they got the power back on. But anyways, did prelims. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed my draws in prelims, and it was just a really, really amazing prelim for me. I felt like all of my dances, I was both chill but fun, but still present. I was proud of what I did, and it was a good time. That's it from future Chris. Back to past Chris. I wanted to do this before I jumped in the shower. This morning I went to the juniors Q&A. Sean and Court and Tara and myself were there. Kyle ended up being able to join a little bit later, and it was, I would have to say, one of my favorite Q&As I've been a part of. I don't know if it was super small and that was the reason, or it was just, it started off very lighthearted, and like everyone was comfortable with the environment and the room. And then it got to some very amazing topics, like how do you deal with anxiety, or like say you got into a fight right before you have to compete, like what do you do in that situation? Or, you know, what was the most difficult thing when you were a junior in the community? How did you start dancing? And then of course a little bit less important topics like what's your favorite dessert? So I really, really enjoyed it. You know, I'll roll the clip right here. Like, this was me trying to get there and wake up for the Q&A. Yeah, it was super awesome. And then I found out that I was ending up having to judge finals for the intergenerational and All-American, just because of the whole schedule being sort of flipped on its head. They had to run these contests, so some of the judges had either workshops or privates that really couldn't be rescheduled, or other reasons. So I ended up judging that, and now I have about 20 minutes before I have to go back down there and probably judge some more, but if not, then I don't have anything until 3, and right now it's 20-1. And that's when I'm going to be dancing in the finals for Champs Jack and Chill. That's the update for right now, and I'll catch you in the next clip. All right. Well, just showered, went back down to the ballroom. I'm dressed and ready for finals, and I just wanted to double check to make sure that they didn't need anybody for the rest of the contest today before mine, and sure enough they didn't. So now I get a chance to eat today, because I haven't eaten today, and I should probably eat today. I've said today a lot, so that's what I'm going to go do, and then after I eat, it'll probably be time for me to dance, because usually hotel service is pretty slow, but this one has been good so far. I had one meal there, you know, one of the other days. That was my one meal. And yeah, so that's the update. Next clip, roll it. So, here's a friend. What's up? What's up? What's up? You can still be in it if you want to.
I still want to be in it.
Yes, he still wants to be in it.
Is it down here to right? Hello.
It is down.
Hello.
It is.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Am I too loud now?
I think so, yes.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I shouldn't be allowed near like audio or visual equipment of any kind. Visual.
Yeah, totally. Anyways, well, if you don't know who that was, that's DJ Bromance, also known as Brian Sforzo. He teaches events and all that good stuff. And we're getting started. I'm gonna go. Just got back to the room, changing before awards. I drew Caitlin Lawson, and what was super cool is they did this theme where, if you don't know and haven't seen the video flying around Facebook, where Kyle misses the break on Mary Had a Little Lamb. One of the songs was a song that everyone knows, and it's just a good song. The other song had some sort of musical hit in it that most people miss. That was the division. It was super hilarious, super fun to watch, and yeah, I had a great time. And now I'm off to awards, so let's go do that. Awards finished a while ago. It's now Sunday night, Meech and Friends. And if you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's been at a bunch of different places and things like that. I've been a part of it. It's been super fun being a part of that and DJing a little bit. Right now, Meech and Friends is going on. I was lucky enough to place third with Chantel and the Champ Strictly. That's basically it for here. I'm gonna roll some Sunday night, late night footage, and then we'll get back to my final thoughts for episode 1 of Chris's 2019 tour of events. So, yeah, here we go. I'm back and I'm finally home, and I was able to watch my dance with Caitlin, and I really enjoyed myself. I thought that my lead was a little vague at times, but all in all, I felt like it was a good dance and I really enjoyed myself. In closing, I mean, Monterey was just amazing amounts of fun. And actually, so here they made these pins right after the blackout, and they handed them out for free to everyone. And it says, "I survived the Monterey Swingfest blackout of 2019." And I think that that is awesome, and embracing what happened and what usually would be such a stressful and maybe, you know, event ending sort of situation into something that is super memorable. And honestly, it was my highlight of the weekend. You know, just having the camaraderie of all the people. It was just so much fun. So that's it for Monterey Swingfest, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much. And if you want to continue seeing these vlogs, just subscribe and all that good stuff, and you know, the YouTube thing. Until next time, this is Chris Dumond. I'm out.